All right, so this is your song, SR.
Yeah.
I can't go on.
Written by
Yes. Listen to me. I had a crazy dream last night that you were going away from me. Living life without you in my world is something that I can't see. Remember all those lonely nights that we shared, how we felt deep inside. I really believe I would lose my mind if I didn't have you in my life. Say, hold on to me, hold on, baby.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I tell you, it could be Eros love, man and a woman. It could be agape love, God's love for you. I tell you, those words in the lyrics are awesome. That's all I can say is awesome. I need to go get a thesaurus and find other words for awesome. But you've taken that song, and that's a beautiful song. We want to hear briefly from you, SR.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, basically, I just released my album. What's it? 23rd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the 23rd, and basically, I have a few testimonies myself. Just
share one.
I'll share three within one.
I know that's right. Go ahead.
And I'll start with what's her name? Vanessa.
Yes.
Vanessa mentioning that her daughter was premature, which my daughter was premature, but she's 8 years old now, and she's doing good because when she first came out, they said she was going to have a lot of complications. They were trying to do spinal tap on her, saying that she wasn't going to be able to do this, she's not going to be able to do it. But if you look at her now, you wouldn't even think that.
It's amazing.
I have a beautiful 8-year-old daughter. And then there was an incident in 06. I was out with my youngest son at the bike park down at Carroll Park, and
yes.
riding the bike around. We wanted to switch off. He took the skateboard, and I took the bike. So I'm riding around on the bike, and I go over this little hump, and I forget the bike is a freewheel, and I fell off the bike, and I fell back and hit my head on the concrete.
Wow.
And I blacked out for, it seemed like a second or so. But my son said, "Dad, you all right? You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I said, "Come on, let's get up. Let's go back to the house." I got back up like wasn't nothing, wrong. So we get back to the house, and I sat down, and the lovely lady that's in my life now, my fiance, LaShonda, she was like, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "Well, I fell off the bike, and I hit my head." I said, "Well," she said, "You okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." I said, "Well, I want to go lay down for a minute." She was like, "No, we're going to the hospital, to make sure that you're okay." We get down to shock trauma. They checked me in, and maybe like 5 seconds after that, I started getting dizzy spells, and next thing you know, I'm coughing up blood. And they rushed me straight to the back, and they did an MRI on me, and they said, "Well, he has swelling on the brain, and it could get worse. We're going to have to keep him." And they had me in shock trauma for, I'm going to say 3 days.
My goodness.
And luckily, I had a good woman in my corner that prayed for me. And in 3 days, I was released from that hospital. And it puts me in the mind of how God, died on the cross. They put him in the tomb. And that third day, he got back up.
That's awesome. You know what? This is one of those segments that you feel that you're rushed. You need more time. You want to talk more, and that's what it's about. Sharing of inspiration and testimonies. Like today, we're having a testimony tea for women at the Best Western Hotel from 12 to 4. And although it's for women, men, we want you to know that you're next in line for a testimony tea for men. But today, if you have a testimony, you're a woman, we want to encourage you to come out. Call Denise on 443-527-7403. SR, you started something. We're going to do a broadcast on the second Saturday in June. We don't have to have the two of you back in here because you've started something. Okay. And so when you talked about prayer, I just want to play a song called Prayer Will Fix It. And this song is by Reverend Gerald Thompson. But what I want to do is let you know that prayer changes things.
Yep.
I'm going on back to the barnyard now.
You started something.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Listen. If you got a problem, you just can't seem to solve. Prayer will.
Woo.
Come on, and if you got a need and you really want to be free, prayer will. Good God Almighty. You got to pray early in the morning.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, definitely. You have to. I mean, you have to. Because without him, we're nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's, I tell you, I've been inspired. I'm telling you, when the revelation came to me that, yeah, you could talk on the radio about resources, business, career development, housing, but what about spiritual growth? Oh, what about opening the doors for people to know that sometimes their life process is all a part of God's plan for their lives? Because had I not gone through the loss of my sister and my grandmother on the same day, and it happened to be on April Fool's Day, I wouldn't be doing any of the work that I'm doing. 2 deaths in one day, 2 funerals in 1 week, but it made me passionate to do the work of We Care, women, elderly, children, adults, residents, and employers. So we encourage each and every one of you to find the strength that you need, the inner strength to continue your life's journey, your life's process, never give up. And if you need a book of encouragement, we have Preach a Prayer, written by me while you're going through your storm of life, a book of miracles, prayers, and testimonies. Give me a call on 1-888-717-1177.